Good afternoon. Listen, wanted to catch up on where we're at with the Colt. We've had quite a few problems. I have had quite a few problems with suppliers. That was a transmission that I took out. It's a Liberty face-plated transmission. It's a 266 first gear. It's all in an aluminum case and all of that stuff. So started to build another transmission, which is a 309 Liberty, and that's what I talked about in the first video. That's the part we went over last time. So I finally got the main case that I'd been looking for. It's an aftermarket aluminum case, long out of production. Has a thicker front flange, has reinforcements, has Healy coils. It uses the 308 bearing, which is the bigger bearing, bigger input bearing. And it has steel reinforcements or bushings that are installed in the aluminum case to support the counter shaft. That's the counter shaft down in the bottom. And you can see it's got steel bushings front and rear. So I've got the transmission somewhat put together now, waiting to put the back on it. There's the paddles on the front. That's first gear, or fourth gear, I'm sorry. And then I've got reverse in it already. Kind of wanted to go over just a couple of things. Like I said, it uses 308 front bearing, which is the bigger of the two bearings. Most of your steel transmissions use the 307 front bearing. I bought a steel input retainer, holds the hydraulic throwout bearing. This one is 4.8 on the outside, 3.5 on the inside. This is the overdrive retainer, 5.1 on the outside, 3.5 on the inside. And this is a standard 307 bearing. It's 4.3 on the inside, on the outside, and it's 3.1. You can use this retainer with a Lakewood bell housing if you get this little steel ring. Goes around the outside and it makes it the same size as this, so it fits that. I put a gasket right here, sandwich it between the bell housing. It keeps it from leaking fluid. And then I'd said something in my last video. I wanted to correct it. Don't kill me on this. Liberty doesn't recommend that you shift these transmissions clutchless. By making all these modifications, you eliminate a bunch of parts. You reduce missed shifts. They don't recommend that you shift this transmission clutchless. Since I've got such a little horsepower, lightweight car, I clutchless it, and I've had the transmission apart multiple times, and I don't see any wear. But you really need to get a transmission that's designed to be clutchless if you're going to go clutchless. So I wanted to correct that. I think I've touched on everything I've been working on. This is a 23 spline input. It's not the Hemi. Hemi would be 18s. And then it uses a 30 output shaft. Okay, so that's this video for now. Hopefully the next video it'll be running. Thanks, guys and girls.